Come on, tell me, did you know that God revealed so long ago how He would send a Savior to the earth? And men of old would point the way, who never knew a Christmas day, yet even knew His name and place of birth. They said He come from Bethlehem, so lowly in the eyes of men, the promised one to sit on David's throne. And kings would come, it was foretold, with frankincense, with myrrh and gold, and humbly bow to worship Christ alone. God gave us prophecies to lead us to His Son. Now that they've been fulfilled, we know who is the one. It couldn't be anybody else, anybody else, anybody else but Jesus. It couldn't be anybody else, anybody else, anybody else but Jesus. Come on, tell me, did you know that God revealed so long ago how He would send a Savior to the earth? Come on, tell me, can't you see that God knew what would come to be, and calls things that are not as though they were? God gave us prophecies, the who, what, where, and when. So put your faith in Him who died and rose again. It couldn't be anybody else, anybody else, anybody else but Jesus. It couldn't be anybody else,